You're listening to Copy Chief Radio. Get all the episodes and join the community at copychief.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kel. Hey, I'm here with Kelly Brown. Kelly is the copy chief at Stansberry Research, and we're going to tell you all about a really exciting and rare opportunity to come visit Stansberry's offices and not only learn your way around, but immerse in their big idea brainstorming workshop that they hold, a couple times a year, Kelly. And I want to tell you right away that the deadline to apply for this is April 12th. Okay. So saying that right up front, because we're recording this on the 24th, I want to get it in front of you. This is literally one of those life-changing opportunities if you feel it's right for you. And I'll give you a page to read that makes it very specific whether it might be for you or not. So you don't waste your time, you don't waste their time. But man, if those things line up, we're talking about a moment in your life, an event that you'll look back on as the time it all clicked and things changed forever. So Kelly, thanks for spending time to give more context around this. Tell us about the event, why you guys do it, what it's like to be there.
Sure, Kevin. Thank you so much for having me on this. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to get to talk to you and talk to all your readers and your followers. Yeah, so like you said, this is something we've only done a couple of times. This will be the third time in our 24-year history, but we've had a tremendous success doing this in the past, and we're hoping that it's the same this time around. So essentially what we're doing on April 26th, we're hosting a 2-day boot camp in Annapolis, Maryland. And the goal is to bring out some of the best and brightest financial copywriters from around the country for a 2-day workshop to get to know who we are, some of the numbers that we look at, some of our processes, and hopefully bring on a new team of financial copywriters. So in the past, we've brought on about 4 to 6 new writers in-house for this event, and we're hoping to do the same. There's been a tremendous amount of change, both in the financial markets and in the financial direct response markets over the last 2 years. I know I've received more emails than ever before about people looking to make copy change careers. And my hope is that we can tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do, and show you all the opportunities that there are available for you.
Yeah. And I know you guys are different over at Stansberry than some of the other financial newsletter publishers that people are used to hearing about. Can we talk a little bit about, for instance, you have 30 gurus where most publishers will have 3 or 4 at the most.
That's right. So Stansberry is actually one of 3 brands. We have Stansberry Research, Chaikin Analytics, and Altimetry Research. And each of those products have a suite of different newsletters. So if you are interested in finance, you could be writing everything from cryptocurrencies to tech investments, to macro projects, to systems, to income, to options. You will get experience and training in writing for any type of financial product there is available. And the folks that you'll be writing for, I mean, sometimes I sit dumbfounded in the meetings with the people I get to talk to, folks who hold patents, who were major players on Wall Street for 50 years. One of the guys I was just editing a promotion for him before this, he built the code that is currently in all Bloomberg terminals. So any trader on Wall Street that is using a Bloomberg terminal, which is every single trader, there is code built by one of the gurus that we get to write for. So just tremendous learning opportunities. We'll send our copywriters on trips to go interview these folks, to go to gold mines, to go to crypto conferences. We really try to make sure that our writers are set up for success in everything from what they're writing for or who they're writing for, the products that they're representing, and then also the training that they're getting along the way.
Yeah, that's awesome. I got to tell you, for me, that's the sexiest proposition as a writer, because you really get to get in the mix and get your hands dirty with it. My favorite project I ever did was with Dr. Joe Vitale. And that's what it was. It was like a full film crew. We shot the product and the promo at the same time over like 3 days in Wimberley, Texas. God, it was just invigorating, you know?
So fun. It's fun. Yeah.
That's the stuff.
It's great. Like the copywriters are directly involved in set design and script editing, interviewing the host that you want to use for your promo. But then also you have a backstop of 24 years of data that's going to help influence what you're writing, when you're writing it, how you're writing it. Things as simple as like, what minute marker should you be putting your link up on the screen? How many times should you be mentioning that you're getting a free bonus, and when should you be saying it? So it might be intimidating, but I promise you the team is all very approachable. We're extremely collaborative. Just from talking to folks at other groups, I think we might work together more so than other teams. So we are pretty selective on who we bring onto the team. We're
Sure.
pretty small at the moment, but our copy review sessions are a lot of fun, super collaborative. Yeah, we're just trying to all write the best copy we can.
Yeah, there's no better way to grow. I mean, period. To be around other writers and to be able to compare your work, be able to evolve your ideas. It's something that if you experience it, it'll influence your ability forever, no matter how long you stay somewhere. And if you don't, you'll never know how it could have. It's just one of those things. Like, we can't live in our rooms with our screens. And that's what I mean. Like, getting to be in the room while it's being filmed, having a say, that one line sounds weird now that I'm hearing him say it. What do we, compared to just looking at your screen and having it all live in your head? It's not the same.
I've never been a freelance writer. I've been at Stansberry now for 10 years and trained at Stansberry, trained under Mike Palmer and learned directly from him. But my impression is that it would be a little frustrating every time you start a new project to have to learn someone new, learn their process, learn their history. I could see how that would be exciting, but also I am more excited by like the intellectual freedom of being able to learn someone really well and try to help evolve their product as the market evolves and as you're getting data back on things that you've written in the past.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the biggest frustrations for especially newer freelancers, is just not getting numbers from their clients. It's like, we were best friends when I was writing this thing. Now, did you launch it? I mean, why are you ghosting me?
Right.
So, I'm a big proponent of diving in deep with a great client. Look, I get it. I know there's so many communities. I'm doing air quotes, communities for entrepreneurs out there, all filled with their own version of overnight experts chirping at you from behind the screen. You got your Facebook groups, your clubhouse rooms, just experts galore. How often do you feel like you're being pinballed around from thing to thing and picking up a little bit, a little piece there? How much of that is actually making it into your brain and your fingers and your business and affecting your money? How many of these people are actually out there in the field getting their hands dirty and testing to find out what actually works and what flops? Well, in the Copy Chief community, a real community, you get shoulder to shoulder with the most active, successful marketers working in the trenches today, all while learning from industry legends who rarely teach anywhere else, if ever. Copy Chief is an amazing community, super newbie friendly. Also, you'll find, elite level marketers and copywriters in there. They're all working to become the best at their craft, get paid top dollar for their skills, stay ahead of the competition by keeping their finger on the pulse of what's working now. That's the X factor when you're backed up by a community and you can get any question you have answered by people who actually do this stuff and can tell you from real world experience what to do for your project, for your offer, for your funnel, for your clients. Man, you're unstoppable when you've got that kind of confidence. Go check us out at copychief.com/join. If you've never been a member, you're going to see what you've been missing and you're going to say, where has this been all my life? And if you've been a member in the past, I would invite you to come and check out all the new stuff. We've completely updated all the tech. So we're on brand new platforms. Everything is slick and smooth and easy to access. And it's never been better. Copychief.com/join. I'll look for you inside. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Allison. She was at one of the previous boot camps just like this.
Sure.
Tell us about her and what happened from there.
Sure. I'm very proud to talk about Allison. Very happy to talk about her. So Allison is one of the newer senior writers on our team. She started at Stansberry in 2017, actually the day after her college graduation. We didn't realize when we were hiring her that she was finishing up her final exams as she was going through this boot camp process. Wow. So she started the day after she graduated and hit the ground running. I mean, from the moment she came in, she worked so hard just to find ways to learn the process as quickly as she could, make herself as useful as she could. One of the things that she did really well is she offered to help other senior writers on their bigger projects just so that she could learn the ropes. So she was helping with short form copy. She was helping to work with the designers to make sure that the images used in some of the bigger projects were off the senior writer's plates. But she was really but she was in the room as everything was happening. So she could see the ideas that mattered. She could see what was the needle, and she absorbed that very well. Last year, I mean, every year her sales numbers have gotten better. I think last year she brought in something like $30 million for the company just on things that she wrote alone. And she'll be at the boot camp. She'll be talking about her experience, what her training process was like, what the boot camp experience was like. The thing that she reminded me of as I was putting this ad up is one of the best things about the boot camp is you'll be coming in with a peer group. So you'll be with other writers who you can swap ideas with. If you are too nervous to ask someone a question, you'll have your peers and you'll all be going through it together.
You have your tribe. Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah.
And again, the goal is, I mean, how many people typically do you bring in? I think you're capped at 20.
So I'd like to keep the group small just in case folks are coming with ideas that they'd like my team's help with. We can work collaboratively on copy that they're working on. We're happy to share our metrics and processes for how we would work on a project you're working on, but it keeps the group small. It lets us know a little bit more who you are faster. And then the goal is to bring in about 4 or 5. So we'll cap the boot camp around 20, maybe 25, depending on how many people apply, and then hopefully get 5 from there.
Meaning 5 hired new writers. Yeah. Very exciting. Again, April 12th is the deadline to get your application in. Give us a little behind the scenes. What's going to give them a leg up if they apply?
I really want to know who you are. I think the people who do the best at Stansberry are the folks who can identify the opportunity for what it is. So our business is growing so quickly right now. Yes, your first year is you're going to feel like you're drinking water from a fire hose. It's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be hard. But from there, the opportunities are really endless. As I mentioned before, we are 3 brands. I would say in a dream scenario, one day we'll have 3 copy teams with 3 copy chiefs. You could learn how to be a publisher. You could learn all sorts of things. So to be able to get in and get this training, I think is just an incredible opportunity. And in the job posting, you can see, I think I have about 10 different examples of folks who have either come from other copy groups or have come from maybe a journalism background or a freelance background. And they explain a little bit about what their experience was like and sort of what they have to say about the team. But to get a leg up, just tell me who you are. I want to see your enthusiasm. I want to see your passion for copy, your eagerness to learn. You know, most of the emails that I get about folks wanting to come in-house, they seem to be templated, or I could tell that they're just looking for anyone with copy in their LinkedIn. So just tell me what makes you different and what you want, and I'll do my best to give it to you.
That's awesome. And of course, you know, if you're in Copy Chief, you know Carolyn Ananian, who works with Kelly and the team over there now. And you can always reach out to Carolyn to ask about her experience at Stansberry. I can tell you, I don't want to spoil it, but she couldn't be happier. She's just elated.
Yeah. Carolyn is phenomenal. Yep. She's fantastic. She's, I think, up to her eyeballs in a webinar that's going out next week, all about options, but it's been so fun to see her acclimate to Stansberry and learn our tone and our style. But I'm so grateful that she decided to apply. Yeah,
me too. And having known Carolyn for as long as I have, I know that first 3-4 years, I knew her financial copywriting wasn't even on her radar. I bet you see that a lot, huh? Where it's like, what is this thing they would have never known existed? And then, what is it that makes it click? And then people start to like get passionate about it for genuine, not just the cold emails you get from LinkedIn. But when you see somebody like really embrace it, like, what is that?
So we usually say that you don't need to have a background in finance in order to apply. And you don't. Allison didn't. I don't think Carolyn does. I worked at a bank before joining Stansberry, but I learned more about stocks and bonds here than I ever did at a bank. And I studied history. So there wasn't really a major connection to what I was doing. But one of the hidden benefits is that, remember, we're writing to folks who maybe aren't confident in their knowledge of stocks and bonds, who don't really want to get their information from a financial advisor or a wealth planner. So we are the subscriber in many ways. And the products that we're selling, we can also take advantage of. So as we're teaching people through our copy, we're also learning through our product. So Allison, Carolyn, like the things that they're writing about, they're learning at the same time. So they're starting to develop that passion for finance. And it's through story. So if you are a naturally curious person or a storyteller, there's some of the best stories in finance, especially with everything that's happening right now with bank collapses, with crypto frauds. Like there is some big stories to tell.
Yeah, lots of drama. And of course, the very famous in our industry, Mike Palmer, is there, who wrote End of America, probably the most famous promo of all time, at least in modern times. And again, this is all one big collaborative team. You know exactly. You're busy, you have a whole team, but you know exactly what Carolyn's doing today, right? That's revealing to me. It's not, I think people think, oh, if I go to a company that big, like I'd be lost in the shuffle. No, everybody's there together, huh?
No, we're shoulder to shoulder in the trenches together. We're all giving feedback on each other's copy. The job ad about this posting is written by Mike Palmer, signed by Mike Palmer. He'll be speaking at the bootcamp. He's not directly involved in the day-to-day operations of the team, but he's still very much involved in the team. He'll come to our copy review. You're reviewing his copy. If ever you need advice or feedback, he's more than generous with his time and advice. And I mean, I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for him. And he's still very, very much hoping to see the Stansberry team develop in the years to come.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate it. I'll be getting this in front of as many people as I can, because I think there's someone out there right now about to have their life change if they don't know about this. If you were listening to this and you're hearing us and this is giving you tingles, then do not hesitate. Don't let logistics or what ifs get in the way. Just apply. And like Kelly said, explain who you are and why you feel this. That's what's going to make you stand out. It's not about credentials or experience. They want you fresh energy that they can help develop. And that's very exciting.
Yep. All you need to do is get yourself to Annapolis on April 26th. We'll pay for your hotel. We'll pay for all your meals there. We'll have a lot of fun. You'll learn a lot. Even if you're just not sure, take a chance. It's one day of your life, and it could dictate a lot of future days of your life for sure.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you, Kelly. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Hey, don't forget your goodies. Head over to copychief.com/copychiefradio to get some great free stuff to help you put the things you hear on the show into action for your business. copychief.com/CCR.